Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a village Christmas extravaganza with the stars!
Môr gyfion a bod yn nesaf, croeso I noswaith o'r pentre efo'r sedd.
Are you hanging up your stocking on the wall? It's the time for every Santa has a ball.
Does he ride a red-nosed reindeer? Does he turn up in his sleigh? Do the fairies keep him sober for the day? So here it is, Merry Christmas, everybody's having fun. Look to the future now, it's only just begun. Are you waiting for the family to arrive? Are you sure you've got the room to spare inside?
Does your granny always tell you that the old songs are the best? Then she's up and rock and rolling with the rest. So here it is, Merry Christmas, everybody's having fun. Look to the future now, it's only just begun. What will your daddy do when he sees your mama kissing Santa Claus? Are you hanging up your stocking on a wall? It's the time that every Santa has a ball. Do you ride on down the hillside in a buggy that you've made? When you land upon your head, then you've been slain. So here it is, Merry Christmas, everybody's having fun. Look to the future now, it's only just begun. So here it is, Merry Christmas, everybody's having fun. Look to the future now, it's only just begun. So here it is, Merry Christmas, everybody's having fun. Look to the future now, it's only just begun. Nadolig llawen pawb. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to the final Village Christmas Night In. Yes, this is the last of our series, sponsored by the Dinas Powys Music Festival. But this one is called an extravaganza with the stars. Yes, we've got loads of friends and surprises for you this evening. So I hope that you're all settled in and you've got a little drink of something in your hand and perhaps a mince pie or some chocolates or whatever you fancy. And you're settled down and you're looking forward to a really nice evening with us. We're so pleased you've joined us, and we really do hope that this will help get your Christmas week off to a great start. Now, this year has been a bit of an odd one, isn't it? It's not been the best, let's be honest. And so many things around the village have had to be cancelled or postponed this year. There's been no village show. There's been no Dickensian evening. Those had to be cancelled. And if you speak to any local performer who likes getting on the stage to entertain you, they'll all tell you that they've really missed out this year and missed the opportunity to bring some sunshine into your lives. And I'm talking about people from the Dinas Powys players to the bliss dancers to the Dinas Powys orchestra and to those who entertain usually for the events such as the Royal British Legion events. Everybody would just love to get on that stage at the parish hall or around the village and entertain you. But unfortunately, this year has not been possible. But we're not going down without a fight. And we're going to be bringing you tonight, hopefully, an evening that you'll remember for quite a while to come. Now, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by some fantastic stars of both stage and screen, and also some local talent as well, who have all combined together to bring you this special evening. We also, this evening, we're giving you the opportunity to do your last community festive fitness session of the year. Yes, if you joined us earlier in the year in lockdown, we had a few fitness sessions, some fun fitness sessions together. Well, we're going to do one more this evening. It will be a festive workout. So if you want to get your festive workout gear on, pop up very, very quickly. Go and get all that on and join us a little bit later. And we'll be coming around the village to see how you're getting on. So beware. Now tonight, Big Dave and myself will be dashing around Dinas Powys, trying to see what's going on and introducing you to some famous people. And as I say, some local stars as well. And talking about stars, if I can just right at the beginning of this concert, dedicate this whole evening from all of us in Dinas Powys to a Thanksgiving gesture to all those NHS workers and staff around the village and around our locality who have really tried so desperately hard to keep us all safe this year. Dr. Hugh Reynolds and his team of doctors and nurses and reception staff at the health centre, they've done a fantastic job in trying to look after us. And we all want to say a big, big thank you. To the team of doctors and nurses in Llanreggub and the other hospitals around and about that care for us when we're not too well and we need a bit of attention. We want to say a massive thank you to you. And to the care home workers, whether it be in Hebron Hall, or in Penarth or Barry, wherever some of our loved ones are and you're caring after them. To all of you, if any of you are listening or watching this evening, on behalf of us all, we want to say a massive thank you. And this might be called an evening with the stars, but really you have been the true stars of 2020. Thank you very much. And talking of introducing you to friends and guests, I've got my two flamingos here who have just flown in from southern Spain. You'll see them behind me with their gifts. I can't wait to see what they brought me this year. Really looking forward to that. And I also want to introduce you to another friend as well. This is Roger, the reindeer. Now, Roger's just flown in from Lapland. Father Christmas has sent him over, and he'd like to say hello to the boys and girls, wouldn't you, Roger? Yes, he's saying hello. So you're going to say hello, boys and girls? Oh, a bit louder than that. Hello, Roger. Yeah, that'll do. Well, Roger is... Sorry, Roger? Oh, and he's saying, don't forget to put a mince pie and some carrots out for him and Santa on Christmas Eve. What do you like, mince pies or carrots? Carrots. Okay, well, here we are. There we are. There's a little something for you. So there we are. Have that to munch on, Rog, while I'm just introducing our first guest of this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman has joined the Dinas Powys Music Festival just about 2 years ago, I believe, when he appeared along with his brother, Mark Wynne Evans. And you'll probably know him best as the Go Compare Man. He's a wonderful personality, and we're so grateful he's given us his time this evening to entertain us direct from his living room and his piano, where he often records his Go Compare adverts. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Mr. Wynne Evans. Careful, Rog. Save a bit for New Christmas Eve, wouldn't you?
Hello, Wynne Evans here. Welcome to my house and happy Christmas. I'm thrilled to be taking part in this wonderful event. I've got my Christmas jumper on, complete with hood, no expense spent or spared. I was wondering what to sing, and I thought, I'm going to make up my own song. So I've made up my own song. I was going to get a pianist, but because of social distancing, I couldn't get one within, well, at least 2 meters of me. So I thought, well, I'll just do it myself. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the piano very badly and sing averagely in a song that I've made up myself. What could possibly go wrong? The first to arrive is Auntie Kate, who's been knocking back sherry since 8:30. Here come the children, aren't they sweet? It's a shame that they've scoffed all the quality street. Noel, Noel, there is no hell like spending all Christmas with folks you know well. Then Grandpa, after his festive lunch, likes to snore very loud, then throw up in the punch. And when they are gone and you hit the sack, vowing next year to ask not one of them back. Noel, Noel, there is no hell like spending all Christmas with folks you know well. Who got me very gentleman, who gave me that last drink? I really ought to toddle off, it's later than you think. I told my wife I'd not be late, that was 1983. One more southern comfort, what joy, comfort and joy. A double southern comfort, what joy. Oh, Christmas cards, oh, Christmas cards, the list is never ending, of people who you barely know, to whom you keep on sending. What are these names on my Christmas list? I must have written it when I was drunk. Oh, Christmas cards, oh, Christmas cards, the list is never ending. Christmas Day we first the Queen, then only fools and horses. Next EastEnders festive scene, that's punch-ups and divorces. Christmas music all day long, Shaky and Mariah, Slade with his annoying song, I'd rather sing the Messiah. Ding-dong merrily on high, in shops the tills are ringing. Ding-dong merrily on high, that Christmas jumper's minging. Gloria, oh, that Christmas jumper's minging. And then I thought to myself, A, I've got an itch here. And secondly, I thought, if I want a number one, I've got to get my own tune, haven't I? But then I thought, I've already got my own tune. Christmas fair, Christmas fair, there's no doubt there'll be sprouts everywhere. A bird is nothing without some stuffing. It's not every day that you get that Christmas fair. Christmas fair, Christmas fair, lots of chocks in a box for us to share. Lovely jubbly, break out the bubbly, and a Merry Christmas to people everywhere. Merry Christmas!
Well, that was brilliant, Wynne. Thank you very much for that very original medley. And once again, many, many thanks for joining us this evening and giving up your precious time. We really do appreciate it. Now, it's competition time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and it's quite a simple one. What we're going to do is ask you to be very vigilant through the rest of the evening. We have asked two of our contributors this evening, shall we say, to give their own version of a Christmas classic. Now then, you will see a song done twice, but in a different style. So I just want you to pick out that song throughout the evening. And when you think you've found it, what I want you to do is just email in to the Dinas Powys Music Festival. The email address will be on the screen at the end of the concert. What I want you to do, just type in the name of the song, press send, and Dan will be collating all the entries. And then what we will do, all the winners, all the people who have got it correct, we will then randomly pick out somebody and email you back with your prize, which is 2 tickets for the next festival or for any concert of your choice. Now, I'm saying the next festival. I hope that will be 2021. If it's 2022, well, it may let it be. But hopefully it'll be 2021. So, got that? Pick out the song that we've asked some 2 very famous people to sing for us with their own version. Email it in, and we will see who wins. But you've got until midnight this coming Wednesday, okay? This coming Wednesday to get your entries in. We will be drawing the winner on Thursday morning. That's Christmas Eve, so that we can give you a little something to put in somebody's stocking, shall we say. Okay, that's our competition. Now, I think Big Dave has beat me to it because he's already got out and about. So let's find out. Where are you, Dave?
So, here I am, backstage at the Dinas Powys Parish Hall, where some of the stars of West End have found themselves preparing for the crowds out there. One of those is Sophie Evans from Wicked. Merry Christmas, Soph, and how are you?
Merry Christmas to you too. I'm keeping well, just ticking along in this very strange time at the moment, especially for performers. But I'm one of the luckier ones. I've been able to keep up with a little bit of singing here and there. And yeah, I've been well, so I can't really complain. So I'm going to give you a little Christmas song now. So please do join in. This is Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. To get into the spirit. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Merry Christmas.
Well, Sophie, that was absolutely beautiful. And thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us here in Dinas Powys this evening. We really do appreciate it. Now, before I go out and about around the village, I just thought I'd have a little warm here by the fire and perhaps have a chat with an old friend of the music festival, Councillor John Fanshawe. Now, John heads up the Dinas Powys Voluntary Concern with a fantastic team of supporters and volunteers, and they've been doing a tremendous job through this lockdown period of supporting the elderly folk and the more vulnerable folk of our village in helping them with their shopping or taking them back and forth to their healthcare appointments. You know, we really do appreciate everything you do for folk in this village. Thank you very much. And tonight we've all got the opportunity just to give a little something to the wonderful charity of the Dinas Powys Voluntary Concern. You can do that if you so wish. You don't have to, but if you so wish, just by donating through the link that Dan will put at the end of the show, or by going on to the DPVC website, where you'll see quite clearly a link to their COVID-19 appeal. But for now, I'd just like to cut across to John, who I believe is waiting for us in the parish hall. Yes, there you are, John, and I can see you've got your special Star Wars Christmas jumper on, so may the Force be with you. Well done, and thanks for making the effort. Now, John, first of all, can you just tell us a little bit about how the Dinas Powys Voluntary Concern actually came about?
Well, Dinas Powys Voluntary Concern started about 50 years ago. It started down in the old health centre, which is in Cardiff Road. And it all started because the Women's Institute wanted to hire or have a van to deliver Meals on Wheels. But instead they were given a minibus, and they didn't know what to do with it. So Dr. Hayden Jones, who we all know, was one of the founder members and suggested that the minibus was used to take people shopping and to help elderly people in the village. And that was the start of Dinas Powys Council for Voluntary Services. And eventually, Dinas Powys Voluntary Concern came into existence and moved to the Merchfield Community Centre and started all sorts of new activities, such as a Good Neighbour scheme and a befriending scheme. And from then, it's gone from strength to strength. We now have a minibus, a brand new minibus, about a year old now. We have a health centre transport, a Volkswagen Caddy, which takes people up and down to the health centre and to Llanreggub Hospital and collects prescriptions for people as well. And we offer all sorts of services to the people in the village.
Well, that's incredible, John, and what a fantastic example of community spirit. Now, I know over the course of the lockdown period, the charity has helped so many people. Can you just give us a few examples of how you've helped the folk of Dinas Powys this year?
When the COVID pandemic started, of course, none of us knew what was going to happen. But when the end of March came and all the cases increased and the lockdown came about, we realised at DPVC that we couldn't run the services that we normally do. The minibus couldn't be used because you could only get 1 or 2 people in the minibus safely, and a lot of our clients were elderly, and therefore it wasn't really safe for them to use it. A lot of our drivers were also elderly. They couldn't drive the minibus or the caddy. And the result of that is that Wendy and Judith decided that they were going to run and provide services for the whole community. Not just for the elderly, for the whole community. And we advertised and got 200 volunteers, many of whom are still helping and supporting us now. These volunteers rang up people with befriending schemes to make sure people are all right. They went to people's houses and delivered shopping that they had bought on their behalf from the local shops. And the volunteers have been nothing but a great strength to the community and to the organisation. Wendy and Judith have kept themselves separate from everybody to keep themselves safe. Wendy has been driving the caddy to and from the health centre, taking people up for essential appointments and collecting prescriptions. She even collects mine and has reminded me this week that I've got to get one next week. All sorts of things, so they're keeping on top of all the jobs that need to be done in the office. Now the minibus was sitting there, we couldn't use it for transport, but all of a sudden the two coordinators came up with the idea of the borrowing bus. And they advertised and asked people to donate jigsaws, books and CDs and DVDs that people could borrow and entertain themselves during the time of lockdown. As a result, the committee room of the DPVC office is full of books, DVDs and jigsaws. And every fortnight, the minibus goes out with a volunteer driver and an escort, and they go round different parts of the village, and people can choose and collect and return books and jigsaws and DVDs, which they've been enjoying during this period of time. At the same time, we are developing our befriending scheme, and we're developing the telephone befriending, perhaps using Zoom and all sorts of modern technology to try and make sure that people don't feel lost and isolated at home. And all these services need money. And one of the big problems is that really over the last year, we've been unable to get our normal source of income. Because we're not taking people shopping, we don't get any donations towards the transport. We've been unable to run our normal fundraising activities. No strawberry tea, no quiz night, no rock and chips, and no coffee mornings or afternoon teas or anything. So we've been totally dependent on support from the community, which has been so far very generous. And we're very grateful for what they've done.
Well, that's fantastic, John. Thanks ever so much. Now, I know that you've set up the COVID-19 appeal. So can you just give us a few examples of where any money raised this evening, what will happen to that money and where it will be going to help?
We'd be very grateful and very appreciative of any support we get from the Dinas Powys Music Festival towards helping Dinas Powys Volunteers Concern do what they can for the community. As I said earlier, we haven't got any income coming from our usual sources, but the services that we offer will still need to take place, and we'll still be using DPVC for many years to come. We need to maintain and look after the minibus. We need to run the health centre transport. We need to develop our befriending scheme. There are all sorts of things that Dinas Powys Voluntary Concern has to do. And without the support and the finance that we get from organisations like Dinas Powys Music Festival, the charity would find it very difficult to do what they can to serve everybody in Dinas Powys.
Well, thank you, John, again, and may I, on behalf of the Dinas Powys Music Festival Committee, thank you and your team once again for the great work you've been doing. You really have shown the way in what a community is all about. And can I just wish you, on behalf of everyone watching this evening, a very happy Christmas.
And here I find myself at the home of Dr. Hayden Jones, the founder and leader of the Ecumenical Seven. And what a fitting backdrop this is to introduce our first carol, recorded in the grounds of St. Peter's Church. Dr. Hayden Jones and the Ecumenical Seven.
last 23 years, the parish hall here in the centre of Dinas, Powys has been the home of the Bethesda Community Choir each Christmas as they've raised tens of thousands of pounds for various local charities. That is, of course, until this year. But I'm delighted to say that they are now going to join us virtually, so singing a very special arrangement of Silent Night. Would you please welcome the Bethesda Community Choir.
Well, thank you to Bethesda Choir, that was amazing. Back in May, when the Dinas Powys Music Festival unfortunately had to cancel, we had a great night lined up with Kerry, Ellis and Owen-Jones. We've been very fortunate that Kerry has sent us a message and a new video starring no less than Brian May from Queen. So Kerry, how have you been over lockdown?
Hey Dave, it's Kerry Ellis here. Now, what have I been doing over lockdown? Well, it's been busy. Doing my podcast, writing my book, but most importantly, been recording this new song, One Beautiful Christmas Day, that I believe you're going to play for me and support. I hope people are enjoying it out there, and it's my gift to you at Christmas. So sending lots of love and have one beautiful Christmas day.
Street filled with faces faces on blankets of snow, racing to loved ones all destined for home. I feel it in my bones, soon I will see those faces I love for a perfect winter's memory. It's crazy to think it's just all for one day, but we're here together just for one beautiful Christmas day. I wake up to sounds vibrating my soul, taking my homesickness far from my door. I photograph this moment and capture the scene, counting each blessing I have, the love that's here for me. It's crazy to think it's just all for one day, but we're here together just for one beautiful Christmas day. Scattered and lost and found, but now I'm homeward bound. It's coming back It's crazy to think it's just all for one day, but we're here together just for one beautiful Christmas day. Just one day. One beautiful, beautiful Christmas day.
So I've just dropped into First Sip Coffee Roasters here in the village. It's absolutely empty because it's closed, but just wanted to say a massive well done to the team up here who not long, just last week, completed a 12-day of Christmas challenge where they've run 1 mile the first day, 2 miles the second day, leading up to 12 miles last Saturday. And they've raised over £1,000 for Tea Haven charity. So well done, guys. Massive congratulations to you. Now we're going to go back to St. Peter's Church and join Dr. Hayden Jones and the Ecumenical Seven for a quick round of Jingle Bells.
Bonegyddion a Bongyfese. Dyma fi tu fas gatre'r noseion operatig Gwyl, Gerdd, Dinas, Powys. Ladies and gentlemen, here I am outside the Methodist Church here in Dinas, Powys, the home of the opera evenings for the Dinas Powys Music Festival. And what a treat we have for you this evening. Singing Ar Hyd y Nos, accompanied by his wife Hannah on the harp, Sir Bryn Terfel.
Llanreggub ser ddywedant ar hyd y nos. Dyma'r ffordd I frog o goniant ar hyd y nos. Golau ar y lliw tywyllwch I arddangos gwir brydferthwch. Teilir nefoedd mewn tawelwch ar hyd y nos. Mor siriol gwen ar seren ar hyd y nos. I oleuo'i chwaer ddeiaren ar hyd y nos. Nos yw henaint pan ddau cystydd, ond I harddu dyn a'i hwyrdydd. Rhwng ein golau gwan i'n gilydd ar hyd y nos.
We've been sent a lovely message from an old friend of the festival, currently rehearsing in the Sondheim Theatre for Les Miserables, John Owen-Jones.
Hi everyone, it's John Owen-Jones here and welcome to the Sondheim Theatre where I'm currently in rehearsal for Les Miserables, the concert, which is spending some time here in the West End over the Christmas period. We're currently in technical rehearsal, as you can see behind me, and so I'm taking a little break to film this little video and send everyone who's watching a very, very Merry Christmas. Nadolig Llawen from me, John Owen-Jones, in the West End.
Bonegyddion a Bonegyddion, ladies and gentlemen, with a special rendition of Gwyl y Baban by C.P. Jones. Please welcome Band Pres Llanreggub.
we've just flown up here to the village stores at the centre of the Dinas Powys village to see how Ryan and Rachel are getting on as they're stocking up the shop ready ahead of a very, very hectic Christmas week. Now there's a special offer being launched tonight, and that is for anybody who spends £20 or more here at the village stores, they will get a special rendition of We Wish You a Merry Christmas, sung to them personally by Ryan. So don't miss out on that. That's a special offer not to be missed. Now then, a regular customer here at the village stores is indeed Dr. Owen-Jones, who normally only comes in to complain about the price of the milk. But talking to Hayden, we're going to join him now back down in the grounds of St. Peter's Church for the Ecumenical Sevens final carol of the evening, Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's now time for our festive fitness workout. Yes, this is something we haven't done for a few months, but we're doing a special Christmas edition. I've got the Flamingos have joined me here, and I've also got another friend that I found. It's been a hard night running around Dinas Powys, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. So I've got my little friend called Ernie the elf, and he's going to help me with this fitness routine. Aren't you, Ernie? Yes. Right. And say hello to the boys and girls at home, Ernie. Hello, boys and girls. Say hello back to boys and girls, to Ernie. That's not very good, boys and girls. Let's have another go. Say hello to Ernie. That's a little bit better. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Ernie he looks a little bit bedraggled, but he does like to have a little sort of a bit of a fitness session now and again. He likes jumping, don't you, Ernie? Yeah. Oh, okay, Ernie. And careful. And which also, what we're going to do a little bit of a dumbbell routine. Okay, a little bit of a dumbbell routine where what's going to happen is I'm going to just show you what to do. Okay, and then once we started and we got warmed up, we're going to go right the way through the village and beyond to some of those folk who have joined our workouts before, and I know have sent loads of nice comments in. So we're going to go out to you and around and about to see how you do it. All right, so that'll be interesting. But we'll get you started first. So first of all, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you pick up your dumbbells. Oh, I'm sorry, Ernie. Oh, crumbs. Right. I've got some festive ones. Now, what we do is this. All you do is you go up half, down half, up full, down full, up half, down half, up full, down full, and then both hands. Up half, down half, up full, down, and again, up, down, full, down, and then a lunge to the right, and then a lunge to the left, and then we stretch it out all the way and we relax. Okay, have you got it? But it's very important before we start that we've got to have a few little warm-up lunges. So I'm going to show you what to do with Ernie's help, and then we're going to go over to Big Dave, wherever he is, and he's going to show you a little bit as well, and then we're going to get straight into it, okay? So here we go. Ernie, are you ready? So we lunge to warm up first. We lunge to the right. Oh, that's lovely, Ernie, well done. And to the left. Marvellous, Ernie, well done. And again. And to the left. Wonderful. Okay, Big Dave, what are you doing?
Jimmy, I just came back from a lovely trip along the Milky Way. I stopped off at the North Pole to spend the holiday. I called on old dear Santa Claus to see what I could see. He took me to his workshop and told his plans to me. Now Santa is a busy man. He has no time to play. He's got millions of stockings to fill on Christmas Day. You'd better write your letter now and mail it right away, because he's getting ready, his reindeers and his sleigh. You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus coming to town, Santa Claus coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, he's checking it twice, he's gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus coming to town, Santa Claus coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping, he knows when you're away, he knows when you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus coming to town, Santa Claus coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, he's checking it twice, he's gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping, he knows when you're away, he knows when you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to town. With little tin horns and little toy drums, Rudy Toot Toot and Rumney Tum Tums, the curly haired dolls that cuddle and coo, elephant boats and kitty cars too. Santa Claus is coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to town, Santa Claus is coming to town. The kids and girls in Boyland will have a jubilee. They're gonna build a Toyland town all around the Christmas tree. So you better watch out, you better not cry,
and relax. Oh, well done, boys and girls, and mums and dads, and grands and granddads, and whoever joined in that. You've all done tremendous, and many, many thanks to all those people around and about who joined in. And many thanks too to Santa Claus and Mrs. Santa Claus for joining us at this very, very busy time. I'm sure all the children appreciated that. Well, I'm sure the mums and dads did anyway. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you would not believe this. Just a few days ago, I was out and about doing my Christmas shopping in the village flower studio up in the Dinas Powys village. And they got loads of lovely Christmas presents there. And I was buying a few. And I bumped in to an old friend of mine, Stephen Rolley, who grew up in this village. And he went off to London to study performing arts at the Italia Conte. And then he's broken into all West End musicals and UK tours. He's been in Dreamboats and Petticoats, Rock of Ages, and now he's starring as one of the leads in the Book of Mormon, currently running in the West End, or when it gets back up and running anyway, it will be. And I said to Steve, look, we're doing a bit of a Christmas concert in the village. Would you like to sing a song for us? And he said, sure. In fact, I'll do it right here, right now. So he did, whilst Christmas shopping. So what a star he is. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome, doing his Christmas shopping and singing I'll Have a Blue Christmas Without You, it's Stephen Rolley!
I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes are falling, that's when those blue memories start calling. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas online, and I have a blue Christmas. Oh, that's when those blue snowflakes start falling. Oh, that's when those blue, those memories start calling. You'll be doing alright with your Christmas, oh so wild. Yes, I'll
Steve Rolley here, just wishing everybody in Dinas, Powys a very happy Christmas.
Oh, that was a rush. Oh, I've left Ernie recovering, so I hope you enjoyed the fitness, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. And I've just come, oh, got to take the hat off, sorry. I've just come back down here now to the merch. I am in Glenn Griffiths Quality Butchers, where Glenn, Mark and the boys are busy out there. We're shut, obviously, it's a Sunday night, but they're busy out there still preparing your Christmas meats ready for the big day. So I think you collect them starting from tomorrow, so make sure you get down here early. And also, if you're a patron of Dinas Powys Music Festival, they have said you will qualify for a 10% discount. Sorry, I read that wrong. A 10% surcharge. So just ask when you come in and they'll sort that out for you. Okay? Now then, as I'm actually here, it gives me a really good opportunity to say a massive thank you to all our local businesses, our local shopkeepers and shop assistants who have really kept us going this year. You've done an absolutely tremendous job. Thank you ever so much. And for those people like the boys here, and for Tony, and for Jan around the veg shop, and many others around the village who have worked so hard to deliver, especially to the elderly and vulnerable folk. You've been heroes. Thank you ever so much. Now then, it's time for us to fly across to the West End of London, and we're going to join up with the Princess of Penturk, ladies and gentlemen, Lucie Jones!
Hello, I'm really good, thanks. How are you?
Oh, I'm fit as a butcher's dog, Luce. Fit as a butcher. Well, I shouldn't say that in here, actually. I might end up in the freezer. But I'm fine, and I hope you are too. We're really feeling for you because we know that you've been in the Christmas Carol for the last few weeks with Brian Connolly. They're in the Dominion Theatre in the West End, but sadly, because obviously London's now gone into Tier 3, the show's been pulled for a while, so we're feeling really sorry for you, but you're putting on a brave face and you're going to sing a song for us.
Yes, I'm going to sing for you. This is one of my favourite Christmas songs. It is Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. Next year all our troubles will be out of sight. Hopefully. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. Next year all our troubles will be miles away. Once again, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us will be near to us once more. Someday soon we all will be together, if the fates allow. Until then we'll have to muddle through somehow. So have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Merry
Here I am in the village of Dinas, Powys with this amazing display raising money for Tea Heaven. And last year, one of the successes of the music festival was the community choir, conducted by Mr. Pete Mitchell. And yes, folks, they've gone viral, singing Chestnuts Roasting on Open Fire with the amazing Sir Bryn Terfel.
That Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. Yes, they fly. Praise to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was absolutely amazing. And thank you again to Bryn Terfel for helping us out with that amazing solo. And thank you to all the artists this evening that have taken the time out of their busy schedules this time of the year to help us out by sending us in some videos.
And a massive thank you to you at home for joining us this evening. We hope that you've enjoyed it as much as we have and as much as the festival committee have putting the whole thing together. We find ourselves now back here, socially distant, here at the parish hall, where really we should all be this evening, enjoying an evening like this. But hopefully someday, very soon, we'll all be back here again. We just need Nurse Mercedes and Dr. Huey to get us all immunised as soon as we possibly can, and then we'll be back here performing for you with the likes of the Ecumenical 7, Forte, the Bethesda Community Choir, and so on and so forth. Anyway, we can't wait till that day. But for now, we're going to leave you with a classic Christmas song that we hope anyway, that you'll all join in with us at home. But for now, enjoy your Christmases, and all that's left for Dave and I to say on behalf of the Dinas Powys Music Festival Committee, we hope that you have a very, very happy Christmas and peaceful and prosperous New Year.
O Gwyl Gerdd Dinas Powys, a Dolig Llawen, a blwyddyn newydd dda chi gyd. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know.
Happy Christmas, everybody.
Nadolig Llawen.